Your day breaks. Sitting in his lower look at all the lovely people. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Stripey, what are you doing outside, mate? But we had a hell of a lot of snow last night, and I thought it'd be an interesting intro to my video. The wind's picking up. We've got some bad weather coming in tonight apparently, but I thought it'd be quite interesting to do the intro to this video outside in the snow. See if the sound works okay with me windshield on my mic. And just because it's a little bit different, but I must admit, it's getting a bit chilly. But if you are in the UK, don't go out unless you absolutely have to in your car. I went for a walk this morning, took some lovely photos over the lakes. It's really, really hazardous out there. And unless you absolutely have to, stay indoors. Go to your local shop, just walk there. It's a hell of a lot safer. I fell over the lakes earlier today. Anyway, I know you guys ain't here for this. You want to find out what my favourite Beatle cover is. Let's get on with it, shall we? Oh, it's warm indoors though. So, moment of truth. Now, this is obviously going to be my choices out of the 13 studio albums, and I'm including the Magical Mystery Tour. Alas, I would have loved to have actually pulled out the albums and showed you the vinyl covers because they're big and impressive. But alas, as you know, last D'Agostini delivery I didn't get Let It Be, so no can do. So I'm going to have to use the covers to the CDs that I have for now, because at least it's complete. So I suppose without any further ado, let's get on with my Beatle ranking. Right, I've got this yeah poll, and I thought what I'll do, I'll just work my way up to the number one spot. But I will be pulling these out as well and stuff. Right, so 13th on my list, and it's the Magical Mystery Tour. Yeah, I know I flashed it a minute ago and I shouldn't have done. I mean, it ain't a bad cover, but I think it was more impressive as an EP. When the EP come out, I used to have that with the booklet inside. That was something, but I think the cover, yes, I like the I Am the Walrus costumes, etc., but I never really liked the way the Beatles was sort of written in stars. It was just a little bit of a... I couldn't even find out who made this, so if anyone knows who designed this cover, please put a comment down below, because I couldn't find out who done it. That's my 13th. That's my least favourite Beatles cover. Getting the ump with me already? You wait. Right, next up is Angus Mcbain's Please Please Me. It's a great shot of the boys at EMI Studios, but it's very of the time, you know. It was used excellent later on, because I think they went back and done this at the end of it for Let It Be, actually, I think it was. And they took the photograph looking down in exactly the same spot, and it was put to brilliant work on the Red and Blue albums, as you know. But doesn't really do it for me that much. So there you go, Angus Mcbain's, and that's number 12. Right, number 10 is Robert Freeman's Help. Obviously we know this cover, it was taken from the film, and that was supposed to mean help in semaphore, but I don't think it actually does. It's all right cover, but considering the music the Beatles was doing on here and around this time, I just think they might have been able to come up with something a little bit more. Now, before I go any further, I do want you to know every one of these album covers, to me, because I like what's inside and I associate it, are all fantastic. But if you're going to do a list, Stripey. Right, next up, number 10 by Heinz Elderman. Yes, I love The Yellow Submarine very, very much. I love the film. It's timeless. The animation, the music, it's timeless. But it's less impressive on a CD cover, that's for sure. When I look at my vinyl upstairs of The Yellow Submarine, when you pull it out, you think, whoa, you know. But number 9.
Number 9.
Dare I do it?
Number 9.
I'll leave it for you other Beatle people to do that. Is John Freeman again. A Hard Day's Night. I think the British cover is better than the States, you know, with just the 4. And it kind of does capture the feel of this time. But I think that's because we've seen this cover. You know, it could have been the Beatles, you know, have you seen the Blu-ray where they're running down the street? Would have made an excellent album cover too. I mean, it is great. And it's only George with his head back facing the other way. I mean, it's a great little cover, and it, like I said, it looks excellent on vinyl. But yeah, it's all right. And I don't know about the red, white, and blue. It's bold. Obviously, there's quite a lot of black on there, and there's very little red. But it is British. Anyway, he's waffling. Number 8. Let It Be. I mean, them photographs are fantastic of the boys, and they was taken by Ethan Russell, but the design was done by a guy named John Kosh. Yeah, I really like the photos on there, but it is a bit weird how they've all got white backgrounds except for Paul. His is red. There was someone definitely messing about with people. I watched this thing on it this morning about the Paul is dead hoax, and wow, people got into it, didn't they? And some people were saying it's the best game they've ever played. Craziness. But so yeah, number 8, Let It Be. We're getting to the harder ones now. Number 7, Beatles for Sale by Robert Freeman. Now, I love this photograph. This is so good. Taken in Hyde Park, you know, as it's approaching sundown. They call it the golden hour. Obviously, you can see low depth of field, these blurry flowers in the foreground, and everything's bokeh'd in the back. All blurry shit, I call it. People call it bokeh or blur. I call it blurry shit. But yeah, it's a lovely cover. I absolutely love it. It definitely makes you think they're tired. They've been working way too hard, you know, a little bit moody. Great cover though. Fantastic album too. Number 6. Now this one was designed by Richard Hamilton in association with Paul McCartney, and that's the White Album. Right, I can hear you all screaming at me, Stripey, that is a brilliant cover. And it is. I mean, the album, when you open it up and you've got that double vinyl, and you just look at that plain white, it looks very regal, it looks very expensive, class, clean. And it is really something else, but it's simple. It is. The beauty of this cover is in its simplicity. Obviously, when you open it up, you get all the pictures and the poster and the photos, so you are getting your artwork. But the White Album is beautiful. But the reason it's low on the list is because my top 5 are my top 5. Right. Number 5. Another Robert Freeman one again. With the Beatles. Another classic photo. Moody, John, George and Paul at the top, and Ringo at the bottom. It's lovely. The artwork on this is absolutely lovely. You know, with a shadow across one side of the face. Really moody. I do love it, but I love the others a little bit more. Right, number 4. Would you believe it? What? Stripey, are you crazy? Klaus Vormann's classic cover. to Revolver. It is awesome, and I do love it. And when I got this CD out, I couldn't believe... Where was it? I couldn't believe I found this. I don't know what year I got that. What year was this? It's only an insert from Q magazine, and it had extra linear notes, and I found it fascinating. But I must have got this 91. I just stuck it in there, and it's been in there ever since. But it is a really, really cool cover, and I do love it. A little Klaus Foreman in the corner there. It's kind of cool. Right, so here we go. Stripey's top 3 covers. Let's do this. Right. Third on my list. Oh, third and second were hard. Were really difficult. But it's going to have to be Rubber Soul. I love this cover. This sums up the Beatles to me. Super cool. And right in the peak of their game. They're almost too cool for school during Rubber Soul, and I absolutely loved this. And the story of the flat photos and it fell backwards and the projector shone and they're slightly distorted just works so well. And I even like the way they've wrote Rubber Soul on there. Obviously no Beatles though. So we're down to 2 covers left, as you know. Well, my second favourite is Abbey Road. Considering it was just a snapshot, really, by a guy named Ian Macmillan, who was in Abbey Road, and he was given like 10-15 minutes just to snap, and what a shot. How good is that? I've seen pictures of Paul and, well, I've seen pictures of the Beatles on the step prior to this shot, and it just goes to show you, innit? No Beatles, no Abbey Road, just the boys walking across the zebra crossing. And I do love it, and I have done that, and I plan to do it again. And so, how long have you looked at this cover for? I mean, seriously, for the hidden clues and all of that. And they are quite different from one another now, you know. When you think of it, this is the last record, really, of the Beatles, because obviously Let It Be was recorded before this. And in the end, great album. So, obviously, the daddy of the album covers, as far as Stripey's concerned, is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Of course it is. I mean, look at the work that went into this. And look at the album, you know, with the pull-out cutouts and all the other bits that come with it. You've even got a who's who on the back of the thing, and you got lyrics on the cover and all sorts. But just that, it's classic, instantly recognisable. Certain covers that just, you could see them blurred out and you'd know what it is. Although probably, apart from the White Album, I probably would most of them. But anyway, you know, like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, or, you know, iconic covers like that, Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf. So, yeah. That's it, really, then. Did I get it right? Is yours the same as mine? Put your list in the comment down below. And let's compare our lists. I mean, it's just cover art. But it's just cover art. It's Beatle cover art. So, yeah. So, that's my list, guys. So, Sgt. Pepper gets the yeah, yeah, yeah. But I love all these covers. Even the Magical Mystery Tour. But I still think the EP looked better. So, let me know your thoughts on my list down below. What did you think of the yeah, yeah poll? I'm kidding. It's going to be hectic tonight out there. I mean, we're having snow on and off all day. So keep yourself warm, people. And like I said, don't go out in your car unless you absolutely have to. Alright? So take care of yourselves. I'll be back with another ramble real soon.